Hey beautiful souls, welcome to tonight's channeled message. So if you guys are new to my channeled message, essentially I like to do an automatic before I come on camera where I get to channel visions and whatever energies are available, and I like to sometimes choose a theme, which I'm choosing right now in a minute. I also like to choose a crystal that I channel energies with as well, and you guys know I love channeling with my crystals. And then after I'm done sharing that with you on camera, I move on to pulling oracle cards as well as, tarot first and then oracle cards. Okay, so please feel free to check out any of my other content on my channel. I'd be happy for the support. Hit the like and subscribe to support. Okay, so the theme for this collective message this evening is the deep blue sea. So the first message that came through was surrender. It's very abstract. I was like, what? Like, what? But yeah, the first word that came through was surrender. There is so much magic woven into everything. If we could only pause long enough to take it in. It's right here. And then I was taken to a vision of like a set design. So essentially there's a lot of energy moving around us at all times. So we kind of all know, we have a basic idea of understanding. Even I'm very new to this, but there are like layers. We like live on top of like each other. There are like layers of realms that exist around us, and there's a lot happening around us in the energetic realms. It's just we can't see it, essentially. So it's like a set design. I was seeing kind of like a Looney Tunes where you just see a bunch of people, if you think about the old cartoons where they start laboring and they all just started creating like a set design. They're all putting together this show. That's essentially what they like, the energy is around us like all the time. It's visceral. It's just there all the time. That's why you can pull and channel at any moment in time and just like see what's going on. What does my future self have to say about this situation? Or you can ask about anything, because there is no time. Time is irrelevant. Everything exists at the same time. There is so much activity happening in the energetic realm at all times. Our free will allows us to activate what is in the other realms and to bring it into this one. Whatever we desire in our imagination can become a reality. So nothing can just like come in, you know, the darker beings or the light beings or the spirit beings, they can't just come into your existence. Some people, they just have very little boundaries. So you can always reinforce boundaries, but they can't impinge. Is it impinge or inhinge? Maybe inhinge on our free will. That's our superpower, is our free will. So you can always call things to you, but you can also call it away. Divine plan equals no resistance. Divine plan equals no resistance. Where there is no resistance, energy flows with ease. Time is of no consequence. So you know how people say that it takes a long time for them to manifest something? It's not that it takes a long time. It's just that there's resistance. So when you pull away with the resistance, the energy can just flow. And we kind of heard this before. I think I heard this when Abraham Hicks was talking about energy and no resistance. But essentially what we're doing when we're meditating, and why I always emphasize meditation, is because we're taking away resistance. We're allowing energy to flow. So our desires, you can always like shift your desires and your intentions at any point in time. You don't have to say, well, like the divine plan isn't like I don't have any desires. The divine plan is just no resistance. And sometimes when you lead with ego, for example, that can create more resistance because maybe you're trying to force something to happen versus allowing things to come to you with like perfect like divine timing, things to kind of flow to you. So the crystal, this beautiful deep blue sodalite. Before I even really picked it up, immediately I got the mysteries of the deep blue sea. So similar to the deep blue sea, just like in the energetic realms, there's so much we don't know and so much we don't need to know. It's all there for us to explore. Then I was taken to a starfish. And the starfish to me is a representation of something that belongs to the deep vastness, the universe. But it radiates without feeling self-conscious. So to me, the starfish was the representation of us and how our guides essentially are trying to educate us to tap into feeling, is that to understand that we belong to the big vastness of life, Yet at the same time, there's no need to feel self-conscious about being the center of attention, because we're meant to do that. We're meant to shine. We're meant to feel great. We're meant to succeed. We're meant to thrive in life. So don't put too much of an emphasis on being overly humble. And I definitely struggle with that as a Virgo and 3 planets there. The starfish belongs to the deep vastness that radiates without feeling self-conscious. This is you. So moving on to the next part, hidden figures. I was seeing hidden figures and I was like, who are these hidden figures? Maybe there's going to be people who are showing up in this reading. I'm not entirely sure. But to me, the hidden figures were the guides and the light beings who are supporting us. They're just there to help us whenever we ask them to help, or when we need it, or when we energetically align. So you know how people, they don't have a religion, they don't pray, but they're able to kind of find their life purpose anyways? It's because they're just aligning constantly, energetically. Some people, they like to align by communicating with their guides. Some people just align by getting like really motivated, sticking to their schedule, drinking their green smoothie every day, and that helps them to align. So alignment looks different for every person here on this planet. But they just wanted to reassure you that they're always here to support you, no matter what. They're always here to support you, and they like to just like be out of the way, but whenever you need them, they're here in an instant. I said instinct, so let's just say your instincts will call them instantly. So the blue sodalite here, I really like this blue sodalite. It's so beautiful. It's so interesting because every time I use this, or this crystal gets chosen, it usually has to do with guides. So the love that your guides have for you is so unconditional, and they really want you to know that. It's like so unconditional. It's so like overflowing. They see you as a divine child. They're here to support you, love on you. That's the message that really wanted to come through. All right, so let's go ahead and see what wants to come through for the collective today. Starting with tarot. Oh, I forgot to light the candle. So let's go ahead and do our meditation for a minute here. Here is your singing bow. All right. Guides, what message do you have for the collective this evening? Okay, this is really fun. I feel like this is very much tied into the collective message here. We have the High Priestess. Let me just make sure it's... There you go, you can see it. We have the High Priestess, the Full card, and the Eight of Wands. This is not quite as in focus. Hold on, I have to focus this. It's a little blurry. Did it focus? I hope so. Yeah, that was a little bit too blurry for me. So... I mean, we have a lot of manifestation energy. I feel like they kind of want to educate us about manifestation, but they also want to align you with the understanding that there are some beautiful manifestations that are coming towards you, because we have the High Priestess and the Eight of Wands, which, you know, connect us to manifestation energy. Even the Full card is like this freedom energy. Yeah. So the thing that's coming through is, again, they just want you to know that it's so interesting because I think of the High Priestess as this like the elder, you know, she's very wise, she's very all-knowing of certain things that are hidden. And then we have the Full card, which is like carefree. You know, he's not trying to think about everything. He's not trying to hold on to all these obligations or responsibilities. So I feel like this really ties us into knowing that when it comes to manifestation, we're very much divinely guided into understanding that we are creating this experience. We have this inner divine wisdom within us. Like the body is wise, is what I always say, that knows how to bring things into existence. I would say almost like effortlessly. And it's actually when we're at our happiest, when we're following our highest excitement with this Full card, that things really just come into fruition with ease. Okay, so let's go ahead and see more that wants to come through. So it looks like we have Two of Pentacles. So they want a lot of you guys to know that you have a job or maybe an employment opportunity that's coming towards you. Let's go ahead. Clarify that Two of Pentacles, please. We have the Page of Wands, so that's about needing to start something new, but perhaps we're hesitating on taking that step or that leap of faith. Yeah, so maybe we need to exercise that a little bit more. So what they're really wanting to encourage you, there's essentially like a shift that's happening here. You know, we're all kind of feeling it's the end of the year, but there are some significant shifts that are happening in the sky. I don't really keep track of them because to me it's like, I mean, I really like astrology, but I'm really just like focused on tarot right now. I'm like getting this down one thing at a time. I've always been into astrology, but lately it's just not where I'm focused too much on. So we have the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So they're really wanting you to open up to a new adventure. And again, we've been having this reading very often in the collective is about you needing to have the confidence to own it. Perhaps you're needing to time with this Hermit card to just reflect and think about what it is that you want. Here. Wait, where is it the most clear? Oh, is it here? See, that's why I didn't. Maybe right there. Yeah, they really want you to think and reflect on what is truly going to make you happy. Really listen to what your desires. Because we have here the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So I think sometimes we often, like, we overthink things. We overthink, like, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? But it's often that first initial passion or desire that comes through that's, like, right on the money. It's usually right on the money. And then all you need to do is take action and then learn from there. Everything else is going to lead you. Like, you're not going to know everything right away. Like, no one just starts a business and they just know everything right away. You know, it's a building process. It always is. Yeah, so I'm getting like this really delightful energy from the Queen of Wands. She just looks really delighted. Usually she looks a bit more sassy up on the throne, but today I'm getting this energy of pleased and content. Yeah, she feels actually quite comfortable. So they really want you to know how comfortable, you know, I think sometimes it feels scary for you to take a leaps of faith and for you to start doing things that are in alignment with your desires, but they really want you to know how comfortable you're going to feel, like how natural it's going to feel. They're really emphasizing how natural it is to do what you love. And this is what they want you to align with. So Taurus, so there is an opportunity that's manifesting here. I feel like that's allowing you to, again, the starfish, right, radiates and shine. We have here Cancer energy. Ooh, we got water. So we got Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, and all the fire signs, and we have Virgo. We have here Square energy, a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. So perhaps you're feeling like currently the situation feels a bit challenging for you. Hold on, I gotta fix this focus. It's gonna drive me crazy. I had it just right, like I just did a pick a card reading and it was perfect. Okay, so I was saying again, we have your Square, a challenging situation, a mountain to climb. So we're gonna go ahead and look into that, what the challenging situation that we're currently going through. We have here Cancer, nurture, comfort, and protection. We have Taurus, trust, patience, and sensuality. So both of these energies are about comfort. So that's interesting because I was just talking about that, but that's just how these readings work, I guess. Let's go ahead and look into these. Tell us more about the Square, please. So we have here Lovers. Gotcha. Tell us more about the Square and advice in regards to the Square. Okay, so I think there's an opportunity coming towards you. Perhaps this person is an earth sign. They could be a Taurus. We have a King of Pentacles here. King of Pentacles. So someone who is abundant already, or as is, they're very much comfortably abundant, in a place of abundance, maybe in a place of leadership as well. I think this person right here with the Two of Pentacles is looking to work with you. Yeah, this person is looking to quite possibly work with you. And so the challenging situation you're having to go through. So I think you're kind of thinking and considering. You get the Lovers with the Four of Cups. You're really thinking and considering, is this the right thing I want to do? Or is this the right decision, or is this for me? I would say that there's a big yes that's coming through, because we got the Five of Pentacles reversed with the Sun card. So the Five of Pentacles reversed, again, that's like leaving behind a less abundant mindset. So this opportunity that's coming towards you, it's quite abundant, right? It's quite abundant. It's going to make you very happy, feel alive. But there might be some hesitation with the Four of Cups about saying yes to this, because it would take you out of your current comfort zone and put you in a different comfort zone. Let's just say that. So in alignment with what we were saying about how easy manifestation is, sometimes we do have a little bit of a self-sabotaging thing, because we have a hard time understanding that what we've created in our imagination is what we're supposed to also experience in reality. And even if it does come in fast, so what, right? Accept it. But perhaps really meditate or play in your imagination to get to this place of acceptance. Yeah. Try to make sure it's clear. Yeah, with that Cancer, Taurus energy. Yeah, this person may be a Cancer or a Taurus. They might be a little bit of both. But I feel like this is definitely a secure opportunity, something that you can truly trust to come your way. So let's go ahead and pull some more cards and see what else they'd like you to know. Yeah, this is something that's going to give you security. Security. We have here strength, boundaries, and career. Yep. So this is a career change shift for you guys. So this is an opportunity of employment coming your way with this career card here. Hold it up here, hopefully. See it a little bit better. Yeah, so it's a really nice career opportunity that's coming your way. Saying yes to this, it's up to you. But I think it's going to make you really happy. We have the Strength card. This is something that's going to, again, with that Queen of Wands, it's going to ask of you to take on more responsibility, more obligations, in alignment with just like different responsibility and obligations. This is something that allows you to pursue your desires, though. Queen of Wands is about being center of attention and being okay with it. So we have to be brave to accept this. And again, release that self-consciousness, because you're part of this everything. You know, you're part of abundance. You're part of, think about this. You and Oprah are the same. Like, I don't know, like what you need to do. Like you and Beyonce, y'all are the same. You're the same. You have the same, you carry the same weight, carry the same value according to the energetic realms. You carry the same value. It's just, do you know that? Do you see that? That's what they want you to know. So we got boundaries. Yeah. So with that Four of Cups, maybe we're really thinking about like boundaries. How are we pulling in the right opportunities towards us? This boundaries card, I don't know. Usually she looks quite stiff, but today she looks amazing. She looks on fire. Okay, so I think you're being very strict about your boundaries. This is a really great thing. So in order for you to manifest things that you want, you have to know what you don't want. You have to know what does not and will not work for you. So that means setting aside your boundaries for, again, what we were just talking about, Oprah and Beyonce, right? Setting aside this idea that you deserve less for some reason because of what? Abundance is just abundance. It's not $1 million, it's not $1,000, it's just abundance. If you stop labeling things as, well, this is more abundant. No, there's no such thing as more abundance. Abundance is abundance. Don't think of it in terms of more or less. Abundance is just abundance. Clarify that boundaries card for me. Yeah, I think there's, with that Taurus and Cancer, again, about that comfort, getting out of our comfort zone. Tell us more. Okay, we have here, whoa, Emperor. Wow. Yeah, what was I saying? I was like, she looks great. She looked like royalty, like in the gold. And then the Emperor came out. I was like, dang. Okay, I think this is connected to what I just said about Oprah and Beyonce. This happens all the time in these channeled messages. Yeah, they're basically saying, like, you are it. You're it. You don't have to think of yourself as a page. Yes, we're all students of lives, but also think of yourself as abundance. Because you're part of the deep vastness. If you understand that you are part of the deep vastness, you're just part of the experience. You get to be a part of it, and you get to call it in whenever you want. Then there's no, I need to work for it. I need to work to earn the love of God, right? For him to give me abundance. What? Why would you think that God's love is conditional? All he wants for you is to understand your inherent worth. Emperor. That's it, your inherent worth. I'm deserving of all the love and kindness that comes my way. Tell us more about the Emperor. Five of Swords. There we go. Boundaries. I am deserving of all the love that comes my way. If something doesn't serve me, and this isn't what I want, I get to say no. Because I'm a diva. Diva energy. Yes. Coming through strongly. I can feel it. The spirit of the diva coming through. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through for you guys. Spirit of the diva. You got change. You ready for change? Because it's coming. Number 9, change. Yeah, this is like Sagittarius. This is like bigger. You got to think big. Think bigger. You're the part of the deep vastness. Think in terms of that. Instead of the small thinking is not like you deserve less. It's just you deserve abundance, period. How it comes to you, you don't necessarily have control over, but you get to experience it. You get to be happy and you get to experience abundance. That's what you get to decide. That's all you need to decide. But yeah, there might be an opportunity for you guys to move, change location here, just changing your situation. We got Treasure Island. That's you. Again with the 9s. 9 is your number. We got 2 9s. Treasure Island and change. Woohoo! Girl, you just discovered it. You realized that you were the treasure. You were the treasure. You didn't have to go anywhere to find it. It's here. Understanding this is what we need to do. So let's go ahead and clarify this change. I mean, obviously the change is career. Let's just see what else wants to come through for the change. Change of attitude first. Look at that. And as I said, that Empress comes out. Change of attitude first. Change of how you see yourself. You have to see yourself as Empress. Abundance. I am abundance. We got the Empress and the Emperor here. I'm a king and I'm a queen. It's all inside of me. I'm every woman and man. Now this reading's getting weird. Yeah, you are the Treasure Island. You're the treasure. So it's like I've said this like in my first channel message. Your gifts are already worth gold. Your gifts. Let me stop slurring. Your gifts are already worth gold. You don't have to, all you have to do is just go do it. Just go do the thing. People go online all the time, okay? They've been doing that thing for 2 months. Okay, just kidding. But usually they're very consistent and then like it just comes through the abundance. But like people start things all the time and you're like, who is this person? And then they just kill it. They just kill it because they're having fun. They're following their highest joy. We have here romance. Huh. Emperor, Empress. Yeah, so maybe there's like love that wants to come in for some of you guys. We have here romance. Romance, it's a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. That felt aggressive this time. I gotta say. We'll pull some more clarifiers for that. That felt aggressive. Okay? Calm down. Calm down. Yeah, so 2 and 3 add up to 5, which is about change. 2 is about connection. 3 is about movement. So you got to move out of your comfort zone to get this, right? But more importantly, you have to see yourself in a different light. Empress. Or the Emperor. Whichever you identify with here. You got to see yourself as thebomb.com. I'm like, well, of course. Of course. Of course you know I'm the treasure. I know this. I know this. Okay, so let's see more on this romance. I'll get nosy for you guys. Tell me more about the romance, please. I mean, like, romance usually shows up when we're really loving what we do. Tell me more about the romance. Yeah. When we're just, like, loving life. Yeah, look at that. The Sun card and the 7 of Cups. You got options. You got options. But, you know, really, I think the 7 of Cups was pointing out you're deciding more of what you want, more of what you deserve. That's why it gets to come to you. So as far as the romance goes, whew, this could be someone who's quite charismatic. Tell us more about this, yeah, the romance. With that Sun card, yeah, someone who's quite charismatic, maybe even quite creative, maybe a fantasy, sweet fantasy. Who is someone who loves life, loves what they do. Good energy, bright energy, very positive. Fun-loving, adventurous. Okay, we got one more. And the Star card. Wow, that's deep. Yeah, there's a lot about dreams here. You got the 7 of Cups. This person is your dream. Oh my god. That's so sweet. Yeah, we have here dreams for the Seven of Cups. It says dreams on here. And then the star card, I was reading this and it says, the universe shows me that I can have faith in my dreams. So have faith. Because this romance that wants to come towards you is the dream partner if you're ready for it. You know, make sure you heal your heart and open it. I firmly believe, I mean, this is my opinion, I firmly believe you should do your own self-healing before you get into a partnership or connection. But also, just have fun too. Have fun. Have fun. I think that when we really self-sabotage is when we start, well, like putting on expectations on other people, yes. And forgetting that we're supposed to be, you know, working on our own happiness within ourselves and contentment within ourselves. But sometimes we get uncertain because we're like, oh no, is this person really going to like me? I'm like, just be yourself and they will like whatever that is. If you're just yourself, they will like you. And so this is a really, this might be even a fated connection here with the star card and the sun. Damn. Yeah, this might even be a fated connection. Your dream connection, dream partner, someone fated for you, my dear. And again, we're part of this deep vastness, so we can't see all the connections, but of course, you know, in the energetic realms, they can, the light beings can see it. And they're practically giggling behind the curtains like, ha ha ha. Anyways, I was also getting from my channel message hidden figures. So I think this person like is hidden. Maybe you don't know who they are. They're cloaked in a silhouette. It's a mystery. But then you will know. It's going to be pretty potent because we got the sun in the star card. You can't miss them. You can't miss them. You can't miss their energy. Yeah. All right, let's just pull cards for fun. We have here Saboteur. What was I just saying? Oh my gosh. Highlights your fear of self-empowerment and changes it would bring to your life. Induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Okay, let's talk about this. They really want me to coach you on this. Think of yourself as a child of the divine. From the minute, like, not only that, you're always of the divine. You're part of the vastness of the universe. You're always part of it. So, you know, God has always been watching over you, and your light guides and light beings have been watching over you, watching you live your multiple lives, and they're always hoping the best for you and wanting the best for you, and they're always trying to re-educate you on this. So whatever you need to do to get into that right mindset, you got to do it, okay? You got to do it because at your core, you are deserving of the most, of the highest, okay? Of the most, of the highest. Don't get into your mind about thinking this mind, survival, fear-based ego. It cannot help you. You are supposed to elevate on this hot air balloon to the highest. That's what God wants for you. The highest, the best, the healthiest. You know, and I was reading John J. Whitfield's book, and he was talking about how this woman was like, why does God always send me these men? And he's like, I don't think God is sending you those men. He's like, I think you just haven't done the healing yet to receive the man that you keep missing, because she kept saying that she wasn't attracted to good guys. He's like, well, gee, I wonder what's the problem there. I wonder what's the problem. So if you find yourself attracted to people who aren't healthy, stop, pause, take the time to reflect, journal, and think about why that is. For a moment, just take a moment to be like, why was, maybe in a previous relationship, why was I drawn to an unhealthy person? What was it in me? What wounded part of me called that in them? You know, and I really, when I look at people and they blame the partner, they're like, this person did this to me, this to me, this to me. I'm like, you do know that that person is your mirror. So whenever you talk bad about your ex, you're talking bad about yourself, because that person was your mirror. So instead, we need to take accountability and think about, what did they teach me? Because maybe they don't grow. Maybe they stay stagnant, but maybe you do grow. That can happen. It happens all the time. People don't want to grow, but some people do want to grow. We have free will. But instead of being in denial and saying, well, the wrong people just keep coming towards me, instead say, what was that supposed to teach me? What in myself was wounded that it attracted that to me, or I thought that that was okay. The thing is, healthy people are attracted to healthy people, or like people who are like in a really healthy place. They're attracted to healthy people, and wounded people are attracted to wounded people. Or I would also say that you may always have some wounds, right? Wherever you're at in life. The wounds in you is attracted to the wounds in that person, but the healthy part of you is also attracted to the healthy part in that person. You're the reciprocal. So just think about where you're at in your life. If you have the tools, I always tell people, cultivate the tools you need to be in a connection, to understand that you have every minute is for you to take accountability for you. You take accountability for you and what you're bringing to the equation. And accountability is freedom, because that means I can change my life at any moment. I can live my best life any moment. What is that in my hair? Fuzzy. Okay, let's see. We got here, home, Hestia, and stillness 52. Yeah. So these are the advice cards. So I think the advice cards, because we had the hermit card before, just like spend some time with yourself, self-love, take a bath, relax, take it easy. Use this time for stillness so that you can be receptive to what's coming in. Because we got strong, powerful manifestations. Divine timing with the High Priestess and the Eight of Wands. This is divine timing manifestations coming towards you. And they want you to get ready to receive it, because it's going to be exactly what you need. It's going to be exactly what you've desired and wanted for yourself. So stop and pause. What was I talking about? There's so much magic happening if we can just stop and pause long enough to take it all in. So they want you to take it in right now. Just rest at home and relax, reflect. So funny, because my guides, like, that's been showing up in the collective, and I'm like, dang, I better stay home. I better stay home. I better not go nowhere. I just think it's hilarious. We have here, you will be shown the way, candle. Yeah, never fret. You're always being shown the way. So there's always a light that's guiding you. You can sense it. Just follow that light and it will take you to where you need to go. I'm going to pull a final card from the Abundance Oracle deck, and we're going to end this collective reading. Thank you guys for being here. I love it. We have here bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. What were we talking about? The deep vastness. We've been saying it. They want you to connect with it. So I'm going to follow that, and I'm going to go outside and just hang out for a minute, and we'll see if there's some stars. It might just be clouds. I'll just look at the sky. Either way, I'll be in nature, and I'm just going to spend 5 minutes outside, and then I'll come back in. But please, please, if you ever need to raise your vibration or neutralize it, spend time in nature. It's magic. It's so healing, because nature is, its vibration is perfect. That's the only way I could describe it. It's perfect. Because it's not taking in negativity. It's not taking in positivity. It's just good. It's life. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe to support the channel. Feel free to check out any of my other content. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.